The year's 2028. Dawn breaks over a classified testing ground in Nevada, where the impossible is about to happen. In the red corner, weighing 70 tons of pure American fury, the legendary M1A2 Abrams, battle-tested in Iraq, Afghanistan, and a dozen conflicts you've never heard of. Its crew? Veterans with ice in their veins and steel in their spines. In the blue corner, something that shouldn't exist yet. A sleek, silent predator that looks like it rolled straight out of a sci-fi movie. No crew, no fear, no mercy. Just cold, calculating artificial intelligence with reaction times measured in milliseconds, not heartbeats. The question that's about to be answered will reshape warfare forever. What happens when 40 years of proven killing power meets the cutting edge of tomorrow's technology? When human instinct faces artificial intelligence? When the old gods of war challenge the new masters of the battlefield? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ultimate showdown. This isn't just about tanks. This is about the future of human warfare itself. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly who wins when the future collides with the present. But first, let me tell you a story that will blow your mind. It's 1991, Operation Desert Storm. Staff Sergeant Marcus Rodriguez peers through the thermal sight of his M1A1 Abrams as dawn breaks over the Iraqi desert. 3 miles away, an enemy T-72 sits motionless, its crew unaware they're already dead men. Target acquired, Rodriguez whispers into his headset. The 120mm cannon speaks with thunder that shakes the earth. 3 seconds later, the T-72 erupts in a fireball visible for miles. Another kill. Another victory for the Iron Beast that's about to become legend. That M1 Abrams, Rodriguez's machine, would go on to destroy 12 enemy tanks that day without taking a single hit. It was the birth of a legend, the moment the world realized American armor was untouchable. Fast forward to today. That same basic design, now evolved into the M1A2, still dominates battlefields worldwide. 70 tons of depleted uranium armor that can stop a meteorite. A 1,500 horsepower turbine engine that sounds like a jet taking off. And a main gun so accurate it can thread a needle at 2 miles while doing 60 miles per hour across broken ground. But it's not just the Americans playing this game. Russia's T-90M Breakthrough prowls the Eastern Front with reactive armor that literally explodes incoming shells before they can penetrate. Germany's Leopard 2A7 moves through European forests like a technological ghost. Its thermal imaging so advanced, it can spot a cigarette being lit from 4 kilometers away in pitch darkness. These aren't just machines. They're apex predators, evolved through decades of combat, refined by the blood of countless battles. Each tank represents a philosophy of war written in steel and fire. But while the titans of today were perfecting their craft, something extraordinary was happening in laboratories and testing facilities around the world. Scientists and engineers were asking a dangerous question. What if we could build something better? Picture this. It's Yo 300 hours on a moonless night. A patrol of M1A2 Abrams thunders across the Syrian desert, their crews scanning for threats through night vision systems. Suddenly, their thermal scopes light up with warnings. But there's nothing there. Nothing visible anyway. 200 meters away, invisible to their sensors, a machine from tomorrow watches and waits. Its adaptive camouflage shifts and flows like liquid mercury, perfectly matching the desert floor. Its AI brain processes 1,000 variables per second. Wind speed, temperature gradients, enemy movement patterns, optimal firing solutions. This is the reality of next-generation warfare. The U.S. Army's NGCV program isn't just building a better tank. They're creating digital predators that think faster than human neurons can fire. These machines don't just see the battlefield. They understand it in ways human minds never could. But here's where it gets terrifying. They're not building one super tank. They're building swarms. Imagine 20 unmanned combat vehicles moving like a mechanical wolf pack, sharing information instantaneously through quantum encrypted networks. When one sees a target, they all see it. When one learns an enemy's pattern, they all adapt. The Israeli Iron Fist system already gives us a glimpse of this nightmare future. Active protection systems that can track and destroy multiple incoming threats simultaneously, shooting missiles out of the sky faster than you can blink. And then there's the BAE system, CV-90 Evolution, where crew members wear augmented reality helmets that let them see through their own armor. Imagine driving a tank where the walls become transparent, where you can see enemies hiding behind buildings, where the machine whispers tactical advice directly into your brain. This isn't science fiction anymore. This is next Tuesday. Now comes the moment of truth. When these two philosophies of war collide, what actually happens? Let's talk about armor first. Today's M1A2 Abrams wraps its crew in layers of steel, ceramics, and depleted uranium, so thick that most anti-tank weapons just bounce off like pebbles hitting a mountain. It's passive protection, a fortress that says, hit me with your best shot. But tomorrow's tanks, they're fighting back. Adaptive armor that changes its molecular structure based on incoming threats. Smart armor that can become harder than diamond against kinetic penetrators, then softer than clay against shaped charges. Some experimental systems can even become temporarily transparent to certain wavelengths, while remaining impenetrable to others. Then there's firepower. Today's 120mm smoothbore cannon can put a depleted uranium dart through any armor on Earth at ranges exceeding 2 miles. It's devastating, proven, and absolutely lethal. But electromagnetic railguns? They're rewriting the rules of physics. Imagine projectiles traveling at 7 times the speed of sound, hitting with the force of a small meteor. Laser systems that can blind enemy sensors, detonate incoming missiles, or slice through armor like a lightsaber through butter. Directed energy weapons that can fry enemy electronics without leaving a scratch on the hull. The sensory battle is even more dramatic. Today's tank crews are basically operating through keyholes, thermal scopes, periscopes, limited fields of view processed by tired human brains under incredible stress. Tomorrow's systems create a god's eye view of the battlefield. AI processes visual, thermal, radar, electronic, and even seismic data simultaneously, creating a 3-dimensional battlefield awareness that extends for miles in every direction. These systems don't just see what's happening, they predict what's going to happen. So let's run the simulations. Let's see who wins when the future meets the present. Urban Nightmare, Downtown Damascus, 2029. Narrow streets, civilians. Hidden threats around every corner. The M1A2 Abrams, all 70 tons of it, rumbles through the streets like a mechanical dinosaur. Its crew peers through armored glass, trying to spot RPG teams in windows 3 stories up. But the autonomous hunter-killer following 3 blocks behind? It's already mapped every building, identified 17 potential threat positions, and calculated optimal firing solutions for all of them. While the Abrams crew is still trying to figure out where that sniper shot came from, the AI has already eliminated the threat and moved on to the next target. Desert Duel. Open ground, no cover, pure tank-on-tank violence. This should be where the Abrams shines. Long-range firepower, proven armor, experienced crews. The electromagnetic railgun fires first, its projectile crossing 2 miles of desert in under a second. But the Abrams crew saw it coming, their reactive armor systems already moving to intercept. The battle becomes a chess match between human intuition and artificial precision. The AI calculates angles and trajectories with mathematical perfection. But the human crew reads the terrain with eyes that have seen 1,000 battles, anticipating moves the computer never considered. Electronic hell, this is where tomorrow's advantages become tomorrow's vulnerabilities. Cyber warfare attacks cascade through network systems like digital viruses. The AI-dependent future tank, so confident seconds before, suddenly finds itself blind and deaf as its computer brain gets scrambled by electronic warfare systems. Meanwhile, the analog Abrams, primitive by comparison, just keeps rolling forward. Sometimes simple beats sophisticated. But here's the factor no algorithm can calculate: the human heart beating inside that steel shell. Sergeant First Class Maria Santos has been fighting in tanks for 15 years. She survived IED attacks that should have killed her, outdueled enemy armor in conditions that would break lesser soldiers, and developed an almost supernatural ability to read battlefields that no computer can match. When her Abrams faces that sleek machine from tomorrow, she's not just fighting technology, she's fighting for everything human crews represent. The brotherhood forged in combat, the split-second decisions based on gut instinct, the courage to charge into hell because your brothers in arms are counting on you. Can artificial intelligence replicate that? Can a computer understand the moment when a tactical withdrawal becomes a fighting retreat? Can it make the moral calculations required when enemy soldiers try to surrender? Can it adapt to situations no programmer ever imagined? The AI thinks faster, shoots straighter, and never gets tired. But Santos has something no machine will ever possess: the creative chaos of human desperation, the ability to do something completely illogical that somehow works perfectly. So who wins? After analyzing every angle, every advantage, every weakness, the answer will shock you. Nobody wins alone. The future of armored warfare isn't about replacement. It's about evolution. The M1A2 Abrams of 2035 won't be the same machine rolling through Iraq in 2003. It'll be a hybrid creature, human wisdom enhanced by artificial intelligence, proven armor supplemented by adaptive systems, traditional firepower augmented by directed energy weapons. The real battle isn't between old and new, it's about creating something unprecedented. Swarm systems working alongside traditional platforms, AI assistants enhancing human decision-making, hybrid creatures that combine the reliability of proven systems with the capabilities of tomorrow's technology. The tanks of tomorrow aren't here to replace the titans of today. They're here to transform them into something the world has never seen. The perfect fusion of human judgment and artificial precision, of battlefield wisdom and technological innovation. The question isn't who wins. The question is, are we ready for what they become together? What do you think? Are you Team Human or Team AI? Drop your answer in the comments. Hit that subscribe button and prepare yourself, because the future of warfare is coming whether we're ready or not.